those 2 hours I was there than I have like the 2 years of college.
What is one thing y'all learn like all together? What is one thing y'all like learn?
So much. Oh my god. Hold on. Actually, I took mad notes.
He's already he's processing still the downloads. You know, let him process.
It's just so much corroborated as far as like an intuition.
Right.
I used to feel like it was just I was bugged out.
Right.
I would feel a lot of things that Patel was saying,
Right.
and it's just bugging me out that.
See, hold on real quick. He told me to do my job, and I'm doing my job. Now look at it. Where's my $500 at? Trying to stop me from. Nah, I'm playing now. Go ahead.
Nah, but it's just cool to feel that my intuition was like ever since I was kind of been
Right.
spot on. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's just reinforcing like,
Everything he said was making sense, kind of.
making sense.
Yeah.
It's making so much sense. And like I remember I used to say that I used to feel that God wasn't what they used to tell me.
Exactly. It wasn't
I was
it.
like, I'm just like, yo, this doesn't make sense. Like something's not right. And just going through my search of truth, I feel like I've been coming closer and closer to know what Creator.
That's what's
is,
up.
Like, just for my own like peace of mind,
Right.
progress. And it's
Right.
just like a beautiful thing. You know?
Right.
I was looking up
I was gonna be more specific because
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Yeah, I learned about Set meeting with Abraham, giving Abraham all that knowledge to start the monotheistic religions. Ptolemy the first, and him changing the calendar.
Oh, he wrote it down. All right. I'm wondering, like, how he remembered this off my head. I'm like, okay.
The dualism between light and radiation,
Right.
and how light's the opposite of radiation. The traveling of Asa.
I'm sorry.
How every 2100 years Christ comes, and you know there isn't just like Jesus wasn't Christ, like just crazy things that aren't so crazy when you put it all together.
What if I told you this? What if I told you you are Christ?
I am Christ.
Yeah. That resurrects every morning.
Oh, that breaks my mind even more.
What if I told you that? Would you believe it?
Would I believe it? Well, that's not that far from me to believe. I know 5%ers believe in the black man being God, and that notion has already been put into my head already.
Right.
I thought about it, and why believe somebody else is God if I could be God myself?
Right.
If that makes sense.
There you go.
So yeah. No, so I definitely believe the whole Christ thing, and the original people having. If we're not Christ, we're at least Christ-like.
Because Christ only means anointed one. It's not a person.
Anointed one,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can be anointed.
I feel like every Naga has the ability to reach that point.
Definitely.
Anointment.
Definitely.
I think that we've been conditioned to kind of step away from that.
Yeah.
And not really find that connection with the real, true
Right.
Creator.
Right.
Another thing too, like ever since I was a child, I knew something. And I used to hear voices tell me like God isn't real.
Right.
I used to hear that stuff, and like even since I was a child, I used to know and feel like I don't like white people. Why?
Right.
Like you know what I mean?
No, that's real, yeah.
Like,
'Cause I
why?
don't.
Like, why don't I like them? Like and then I'm forced to go to school with them because they have better school. You know what I'm saying? And it's like coming here is just reinforcing that I'm not the crazy one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yup.
saying? Like I've been telling my own family thinks I'm crazy because I don't like white people. It's a mental sickness. I'm like, it's a mental sickness that they think that they're superior because of the color of their skin. That's sickness.
What if I told you that they're not even human, though?
I'm hip.
Nah, I'm dead ass. They're really not
They
human.
monkeys. They're from apes.
Yep.
Like they learned from us.
Now, hold on. One more thing.
And
Yep.
then we're going to their schools acting like, oh, I need to learn how to be civilized.
For real.
We innately have that within us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's crazy.
Now let me tell you this. You know who made the white man, right? Africans. Africans genetically modified the white man. If you look it up, if you don't believe me, look up the Sprague Dolly rat. And the Sprague Dolly rat. Now there's two types of rats. There's a melanated rat, and then there's a white rat. The white rat is the rats that they test on today. It's called the Sprague Dolly rat. They have genetic connections to that rat. And if you look up the rhesus monkey, RHESUS,
Yes.
rhesus monkey. If you look that up, you'll see where they came from. They were genetically modified, like how, like they make up fruits and vegetables. They genetically modified the white man. Yeah.
I think
That's why they. Yeah. Yep.
the guy was talking, Dr. Kaiba, right? Yeah. He was talking about that.
Oh, he was talking about that too?
Yeah, he was talking about that too. I forgot what part he was talking, but he was talking about that whole process of white people.
Yep.
The ice cubes, there you go. That's what he was talking
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Cavemen, like,
Right.
The cavemen, the Neanderthals, like they're monkeys. Like,
Right.
literally, they have tails, like
Right.
They don't have that within them, like to have.
He already knows, brother. You already know.
We've been here. Listen, I painted that right there. You see that right there? You know what I mean? We just, the Raw Center been here almost 10 years.
Right.
I was here almost the beginning of this joint.
So how you?
Uncle Tebra,
Right.
Brother Dooley, a.k.a. the Beantown Ghetto Shaman.
For
all
real.
day, every day.
That's how we do it. Now let me ask you a question. How you feel about black people wanting to be like white people?
Hey, well, the thing about that, man, is you're mimicking something. Most people don't know who they is. You know what I mean?
All right.
So it only makes sense for somebody to mimic something that they think is hot, right? You know what I mean? If you see somebody on top, right? You want to mimic them, right? But like homie was saying here, everyone has their own cycle of time to root. You know what I mean? So it's only natural. This is by design. You know what I mean? By design right now, you know what I mean? That set type of energy is here to do its thing. I ain't gonna hate on it. Yeah, everyone has their own seasons. My mom, you know, you have two people here that have been doing things here in Boston for a good minute. Dr. A, and also if y'all go up the street, y'all see what's her name? Dr. Terry Nelson. You know what I mean? She got her classes up there or whatever. You know what I mean? But I remember I took her class so many years ago, and the biggest thing I got out of her class was what she said, you gotta know what time period you're in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because she went into cycles. That's the biggest thing I got out of that class. You gotta know what time you're in. And right now, the Hindus would call this Kali Yuga. You know what I mean?
Which means
the
what?
age of Kali. You know what I mean? So the age of Kali and the attributes that deal with it is death, destruction, ignorance, strife, all those things.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's
these
crazy.
are the qualities that come along with these times.
It's crazy because the Bible speaks of the four horsemen, and four horsemen actually personifications of what's gonna happen.
Like Batar, that's my elder. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, my father and them, they used to all roll together.
Oh, really?
Like all of them. You know what I mean? Master Heats, all of them. You know what I mean? It was a small circle of these people that started off, and these are people I give credit to because they put in that work. You know what I mean?
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 37.
OG.
So I was a baby brought in this. You know what I mean? So I was born into this, God. And I'm still learning. There's many chambers I went through. You know what I mean? But I'm going to tell you one thing that the whole mimicking thing, that come along with the cycle we're in. You know what I mean? And I ain't going to hate on nobody that's confused like that because I understand what cycle we're in right now. But if once a person start to wake up and start to actually realize where they're at, who they are, there ain't no turning back to that. Like you said, the four horsemen. You know what I mean? Everything in these organized religions, as Patal was saying, are offshoot of the original. Right. You know what I mean? So for my Christian brothers, I wouldn't be like, nah, you lost. Nah, I wouldn't even go there. Because you have a mystic system within every tradition. So you got the Gnostic text within Christianity. You have the mystic traditions even within Christian. That's why when you were saying, are you Christ? To homie, of course, these are titles. Karas, the Karas, the Kara. You know what I mean? These are old principles, but you could get this within whatever school you're in. Right. But it depends on you, the individual, to go deeper within whatever science you want to get into. Right. So my Islamic brothers, I would tell them, hey, if you don't want to stray off from Islam, go into Sufism. Right. You know what I mean? That's true. Follow the Sufi path, which talk about spiritual path, which talk about Tawheed. Tawheed is the name which means everything is Allah. La ilaha illallah. You know what I mean? There's nothing other than that. Anything out of that is phony. Yep. You know what I mean? So that all these systems are trying to tell you the actual end of the equation,
Yeah.
if there is anything to strive for, is to become encompass yourself into the all.
Right,
You
with
know
the
what I
universe,
mean?
right.
So the old Sufis would tell you there's a distinct connection between one raindrop that falls into the river. The one raindrop is the soul, the individualized spirit. And that raindrop that it comes into the vast ocean is the all creator, the aspect of the
I like how that's put that together.
So you and that raindrop and that ocean is one and the same.
All right.
You're just a minute, small version of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So all these mystic traditions tell you the same story. What
Right.
we have as a problem is we have too much separatism going
Right.
on. You know what I mean? We want to nitpick on which school of thought is better than the other, which
Right.
is bogus. You know what I mean? Like I got my man, Brother Sufi, coming up here August 20th. He's going to come up here with Professor Kareem and also my man, Brother Ankh, who made this joint right here from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? That's my good people. This is organized for those who don't know. I mean, I got one of my peoples in here, got the organized piece on. He learned, young brother learned from my homegirl Lynette.
Right.
We both grew up in Warren Garden Projects over there. And she's a beast with the knowledge. It's a whole bunch of us around.
That's what I'm looking
here.
for, man.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm looking for.
We have a whole bunch of us.
Hold up, man. Let me.
These younger folk here, because we've been in this joint for a minute. I'm talking about 2 decades for me over. Really getting serious up in this. You know what I mean? It's many chambers to go through. What I've been dealing with, what I deal with personally right now, is shamanism and the art of breathing.
We need to talk.
Qigong.
We need to talk.
First, you gotta understand this is science of breath.
Right.
You know what I mean? You learn how to do
let me go
science
around
of breath.
here.
You learn how to be a breatharian. You learn how to breathe a level of taking in a level of essence other than you know what I mean?
Just like
These are
one step in with
doubt.
Another African word, Q, word of power.
There's many
They added
changes,
E to
but
it.
I'm bringing up Brother Hall,
Q
Brother Sufi,
is
Professor Kareem. August 20th, they're going to come in, they're going to drop the science about Sheikh Zubanga. And also going to be talking about, what's his name, Sunil.
Master Teacher did his thing today. Son is, you know, he be dropping that truth. How you feel about today?
What? I feel amazing. I made an appointment to do the cleanse
Hey.
and to get off the flesh.
You're freeing your mind.
Yeah.
Excellent.
First steps.
All right, man. Brother Patar doing his thing, man. Like always.
I mean, this is somebody that most black people in America have never heard of. I just heard about
Yes.
this on this property.
Got ourselves another calendar here too.
I was here.
All right. You was happy today about, you know, the whole conversation that we had today with Patar Sika? You liked it?
Yes.
Good, man. That's what's up. Free your mind. We out here.
I think everyone was like in what you were saying.
You know what I mean? And the thing about this man, that he was so deep, they put the Pope came in and hired the German army to try to kill him.
Oh, look at us. She's walking us down, but trying to smile about it.
Well,
No, but
this is on record. They kidnapped him, put cement blocks on this man, threw him over the Atlantic Ocean, kicked his ass off the plane, and when they landed the plane, they seen the dude doing slop, right?